What is up, Mash and Drummers? What's going on? It's me, Jason C, in the hizzy, in the house. What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Mash and Drum Whiskey Room on this Whiskey Wednesday night. Nice to see you guys. Nice to hang out. Thanks for coming in. This is my favorite night of the week, guys. Hanging out with you, chilling out, drinking some great whiskey. And do we have some whiskey tonight? Yes. Not only are we going to be tasting through these brand new bottles from, this is actually from Luxco. They're called Daviess County. 3 different expressions. One is a blend. Well, they're all blends. Generally, it's a blend of a rye mash bill and a wheat mash bill. One of them is finished in French oak, which you know I love. And one of them is finished in Cabernet Sauvignon barrels. So we're going to taste these all tonight and see which one I like the best. These have a nice proof point too, 96 proof. And they're pretty affordable. They're about $40 for the bottle. So those just came in today, and I was really excited. I'm like, oh, man, I'm definitely cracking these open on the live stream tonight. And then later on, so Karen B. Ford, who is in the chat, I want to say thank you. Karen Ford was in Kentucky recently and was able to grab me a bottle of Evan Williams 12-year, along with the Evan Williams 23-year. If you guys had seen my video for I put Pappy 23 against the Evan Williams 23-year. And I actually like Pappy a little bit more. This was still a little bit bitter on the back end, but I'm hoping this opens up a little bit. I'm going to try it again tonight. But I'll be giving away samples of this tonight. So if you guys super chat, you are in the running for a sample of Evan Williams 23. And then we're going to put this in a blind flight with a couple of, with some other 12-year bourbons that I have. So I'm going to do kind of just a kick-ass 12-year-old bourbon flight. It's going to be Evan Williams 12-year, which is a nice proof, 101 proof. We're going to put it against Old Forester Birthday Bourbon 12-year, which is also 101 proof. That's the one from 2018. We're going to put it against my Bellmead New York pick, which is also 12 years old. And we're also going to put it up against the Lux Road Double Barrel 12-year. So pretty epic tasting on those 4 whiskeys. See which one comes out on top. That's going to be a little bit later. But first, let me say hi to the chat, guys. A lot of you guys are in here a little early. So we had Michael J. was the first guy in here. Whiskey Brazil was here. What's up, man? Nice to see you as always. Keith Schmidt, Andrew Buchanan, The Wrench, Trev Wilson. What's up, buddy? Nice to see you as always, man. We have, let's see, Robot Scott is here. Mike Meyer. Congrats to Mike Meyer. He won one of the bottles from last week for my 2-year anniversary show. That has been shipped out, Mike, so keep an eye out for it. Alex Scavo, thank you so much for dropping in as well. Eric McFarland, Andrew Buchanan, Tim Gorgeous, as I like to call him. Let's see. Karen B. Ford, of course, is here, who I just called out. Thank you for coming in. Roscoe P. Coltrane in the house. What's up? DMCKY. Wildlife and Whiskey, the other winner from last week. Congrats, man. Your bottle's on its way, too. Chris Bulzalencia, thank you for coming in. I love that dude's last name. Let's see who else we got here. Z-Man came in. Douglas Papa. Nice to see you, one of my legendary drummers, along with Karen B. Ford. Monroe Doctrine, my buddy out in Cali. Mike Franklin, what's up, man? Spencer Mav. Ashley Campbell, nice to see you. Will Henderson, everybody raise your glass to Will Henderson. It is his birthday. Cheers, Will. Another patron, another really cool guy that's always in the chat room. Thanks for coming in and watching, man. Appreciate it. Austin Scott's in the house. What's up? Truth Seeker, Nick Foles, who grabbed himself a bottle of Stag Junior Batch 14. Little jealous. Hope it's good, man. Give us your review as you keep sipping on that. Mark JG is in the house. Let's see. Donald Grant's Whiskey, Irish Whiskey Yoda, Priest 801, Tab A Key, Will Henderson, Eagle Rare. Eagle Rare. Cool. Nice to see you, man. Trev Wilson says, let's do this. All right. Ryan Tarpey. I see a bunch of people jumping in here, guys. Whiskey Brazil says, create a membership for this channel. I'll join. Oh, I'm thinking about it, man. Tony G, Matt in the house. Let's see. We already got some super chats here. Ron's Wood Turning Shop. Looks like a great tasting tonight. Thanks so much, man. You are entered. Trev Wilson or somebody else who can help me keep track of the names. ADHD says, looking good, bro. Looking good, bro, Montana. Is your mic on? Sounds a bit hollow. Is my mic a little bit low, everybody? Is it? Oh, because it's not connected. Sorry, guys. It's a little bit far. That's right. I took it off to grab a bottle. Let me put it closer here. There we go. A little bit better. Hey, we got Scotch Says Dummies in the house. What's up? Thanks for coming in, guys. That's probably Scott. Jeffrey Wack is in the house. I just got your blend, man. I just got your blend. Edward Fulmer says, what is your profession besides whiskey drinker and historian? I'm actually in marketing and design and production. So that's what I do for my regular job. Mark Sheffer, thank you for the super chat, man. Alex Scavo says, cheers, Jason. I will be going up to Kentucky this weekend. Hopefully I could find some good stuff. Well, cheers to you. Good luck, man. It's always it's always fun to, go to Kentucky and hopefully you find that bottle you've been searching for a little bit. John Gresham in the house has found 2 bottles of Early Times today. First time I've seen it in Jackson. Nice. What else? Let's see. Mark Sheffer with a $5 super chat. Thanks so much, man. There we go. Much better. Oh, Steve A in the house. I haven't seen Steve A in a little while. How you doing, buddy? Thanks for coming in. Chris Benny, have you enjoyed the Knob 15 yet? I am not a fan of Knob Creek 15. I did not like it. Brent Bailey comes over to $5 super chat. Thank you so much, man. Says looking forward to the Davies County reviews. Me too. Yeah, I was not a fan of Knob Creek 15. It came off very dry, very oaky. The nose I thought was great on it. Wanted to try and, I let that thing open up a little bit. It just didn't do it for me. Much rather have the 12-year Knob Creek or obviously one of the, 14, 15, even the 13-year-old store picks, which were better than the 15, in my opinion. Let's see. Austin Scott says, I snagged Maker's 46 and some Michter's Barrel Rye today, along with a bunch of other shit. Nice, man. I'm a huge fan of that Maker's 46. Really good bottle. I have it sitting right here. I'm starting off tonight with a little bit of WB Saffel, which is just basically some really epic turkey juice blended together. This finally came into Ohio today, and a bunch of it came in. So I got a couple bottles. So cheers, guys. Quaz1 QWERTY says, Booker's Beaten Biscuits. What about it? I actually like that batch. I thought that was a pretty good batch. Barrel Lover says, cheers, Jason. Hope you are safe and well. Enjoyed the Maker's 46 cask video today. Yeah, I'm glad you like that one, man. Hey, DH Silva's in the house. Gregor says, what's good, Whiskey Peeps? I need to grab some more Saffel before it disappears. Yeah. Let's see. John Gresham, did my samples ever make it to you, Jason C? Yes, John Gresham. Actually, John, you need to email me because I did not get the details for your blend and getting. Brian Wall says, for the Evan Williams 12. Actually, Brian, that is for the Evan Williams 23. So if you super chat tonight, you have a chance to win a sample of Edwin Williams 23. I'm giving away 2 samples tonight. Hey, Richie Z's in the house. Jason was right that 15 is too oaky. I speak the truth, Home Slice. Now, D.H. Silva in the chat loved the Knob Creek 15. He said he got a really great bottle that was really sweet. Scott on My Bourbon Journey just put out a video today. He thought the same thing I did. He thought it was really oaky and dry and just fell really flat. I was not a fan of the Knob Creek 15. So real quick, I want to say hi to my Patreons, especially a couple of new ones that came in. Alex Garinger, David Schweibold, Whiskey Food Travel, Matt M., Robert Anderson, and Lisa Grimm, all joining Patreon this week. Thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate it. If you guys are thinking about becoming a Patreon, you could definitely join. I have some pretty epic new glasses coming up. My T-shirts are finally going to get done because I had to switch providers, but this one seems to be working out very well. I already called out Will Henderson's birthday. Oh, and also the Mets won tonight. That's right. Go Mets. Beat the Nationals. I hate them. but they won. So if you're a Nationals fan, I'm sorry. Priest 801 comes over to Super Chat. New to your channel, great content. Appreciate that, man. Mark Royland says, hi, Jason. Just got a bottle of Four Roses Small Batch Select. Have you had it? If so, what do you think? $65-ish. I love Four Roses Small Batch Select. I think it's one of the best new bottles on the shelf. It's high rye, it's spicy, it's fruity, it's got that OBSK. If you like a nice bite to your bourbon, if you like a good high rye mash bill, the Four Roses Small Batch Select is awesome. It's non-chill filtered. It's 104 proof, I think. For $65, it's easily one of the best values on the shelf, hands down. D8 Sills says, you're trying my 15 for sure. Yeah, I got to try this magical Knob Creek 15 that you have. ADHD Whiskey, everyone hit that thumbs up. Thanks, man. Yeah, everyone smash the like button. Andy Gray says 23 for me. There you go. I like that. Hate is a pretty strong word for a baseball team. Yeah, I know, but the Nationals. I probably hate them a little less because what's-his-face isn't on the team anymore. But he's on the Phillies, which is another team I can't stand. Monroe Doctrine about to pour Old Carter Batch 4. Long 2 weeks of Weller foolproof hunting. Yeah, man, you freaking scored a lot of it. All right. So real quick, guys, I do want to talk about one exciting new bourbon that's come out. A couple of reviews have already hit the web for this specific bottle. And that is this one right here, which is the Elijah Craig Toasted. This is supposed to be a permanent addition to the Elijah Craig portfolio. It's basically begins life as a fully matured small batch bourbon. Then the bourbon goes into a secondary barrel at barrel proof. The secondary barrels with Independent Stave Company were made with 18-month air-dried staves, which were toasted and then flash charred. Both the initial and finishing barrels were made from New American Oak. It's supposed to be twice barreled for nuanced flavor. This is bottled at 94 proof. This is a permanent addition to the portfolio, available beginning September 2020. It has an MSRP of $49.99. So $50 for Elijah Craig Toasted, 94 proof. I actually wasn't surprised by that price point. I thought being 94 proof, $50. The toasting usually is another step, it's another cost, so they kind of raise that price a little bit, unfortunately. But I really wasn't too mad at that. So let's see. All right, guys, so let's get into the Davies counties because I can't wait. But before we do that, let's see. We got some super chats. So if you guys missed it last week on my 2-year anniversary show, I played a couple of me playing some drums. So I'll play a couple more clips here. Because a couple people asked me, oh, I missed the drum clip, so they wanted me to play them again. So here's one of them. Thank you for the super chats, guys. Here we go. Super chat. There we go. Thank you very much for the super chat, guys. Appreciate it. Little drum solo for you. All right, so here's a close-up of the Daviess County bottles, guys. Let me go back to the chat here. Did I miss a super chat here? Nope, that was from that one. ADHD Whiskey says, speaking of news, any word on a release date for that JD Barrel Proof Rye? Not yet, man. I have a lot of friends in Tennessee keeping an eye out, though. So ADHD Whiskey, Matt, I got to try the Tennessee Tasters edition of the Barrel Proof Rye, and that stuff was just glorious. I loved it. I want a full bottle of it. It's supposed to be coming out soon. The news that I had read didn't have a specific release date yet, so I don't know. But keep an eye out. That JD Barrel Proof Rye is going to be amazing stuff. Let's see, Nick Foles, maybe a dumb question, but once a barrel has been charred or toasted, how long until it gets filled? Usually not too long. I mean, you have the process of once they char them, it goes down the line, and nothing's really going to happen to the barrel. Obviously, they want to let a little bit of the smoke air out before they pour the bourbon in there. They don't want it overly smoky. They just want to be able to pour the whiskey in there to draw in those flavors, you know, the vanillas and the caramels, get into those lignin layers of the whiskey, of the barrel, I should say, you know, pull out the lanolin to give it those vanillas, and then, you know, then go from there. So I don't think it's long, but they do have to let it sit and let the smoke air out before they fill it with whiskey. However long that is, I don't know. Mike Baker says, keep the drum clips coming. I will. So let's go to a close-up of the Davies County bottle. So here they are, guys. So like I said, these are, if you haven't heard of Davies County bourbons, you're about to. So Luxco and head distiller John Rempe they reintroduced this. It's a historic, it's actually a historic brand. And they brought it back with these 3 completely, you know, reimagined, blended and finished bourbons. Davies County has been a hub of distilling since 1874. In the run up to Prohibition, more than 20 large distilleries call that Owensboro area their home. The largest was Davies County Distilling Company, was the first to bottle Davies County bourbon. The brand changed hands through the 20th century and was previously owned by the Charles Medley Distillery before being purchased by Luxco. So this has 3 different labels featuring a blend of rye mash bill bourbon and a bourbon crafted with the wheated mash bill. The first is simply the blend. The second, like I mentioned, is a Cabernet Sauvignon finished with the blend finished for 6 months in first used Napa Valley Cabernet. Then the third is a French oak finish, which will be finished for 6 months in French oak barrels. All of them bottled at 96 proof. The regular one is $40, and the 2 finished ones are about $45. So let's crack these babies open and see how they are here. Luckily, there's a nice, easy pull tab on these, because I get a lot of trouble opening bottles around here. Let me go back to the chat here. Awesome, guys. Emily Chambers, are you going to play for Nancy Fraley drum clip? Yeah, me and Nancy Fraley, we are definitely planning on a live stream together, and she likes to play drums. She's a drummer, she told me. So we're definitely going to be talking drums. I actually have a cool idea when she comes on the channel. I want to talk to her about if we took our favorite drummers and we could make that drummer a whiskey, what would the whiskey be? So look for that, hopefully coming soon. That's going to be a really fun live stream. I love Nancy Fraley. She is the nose for a reason. So we're going to be sipping some Joseph Magnus. We're going to be sipping some Virginia Distilling. We're going to be sipping some Iron Root. All the brands that she's affiliated with or that she's helped out. So it's going to be a fun night. Did you get the OH Boone County store pick yet? If so, what did you think? Anthony, I did not get it yet. I'm still debating whether I want to pay $100 for a 6-year-old Boone County bourbon. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. We'll see. I think a store that I normally go to on Fridays is supposed to get it, so I'm hoping to make a decision in 2 days. Maybe I do want to get it. Maybe I don't. So we'll see. Let's see. Ryan Blackwell. Sweet. I love the idea. Awesome, guys. Ryan Blackwell says, first time ever doing a super chat. Wanted to say thank you for recommending Remus Repeal Reserve Batch 3. Absolutely delicious. Right? Isn't that stuff good? I mean, you don't have to pay $200 for MGP. $85 sitting on the shelf, Remus, and it's delicious stuff. Some of the batches do vary. All right, so this is the Cabernet. This is the French oak, and then this is the regular. All right, so let's start off with let's pour all these 3 out, guys. America, that's for you. That's for you, ADHD. All right, so that'll be the regular one. This will be here, the Cabernet. America. And then this is the French oak, which is the one I'm kind of excited to whoa. Almost poured it in the same way. I almost made a Cabernet French oak blend. All right, there we go. Cletus Sutman. What's up, Cletus? He says, cheers, Jason. I've been waiting for this review. Okay, man. Well, I'm glad because I am excited to do this review. Here we go. French oak, Cabernet. Well, let me put these. Well, I don't want to put them right in front here. You know, this is what we'll do as I work my way down the line, kind of feature the bottle here. So this is the Davies County regular. Again, blend of rye and wheat, 96 proof. Blend of rye and wheat-based mash bills. So, hey, what is up? I see Joseph Brazo in the house. What's up, man? Awesome. Okay. Anthony McKeever says, happy to give you some of the OH Boone County if you don't want a whole bottle. I live in town, so just let me know. Okay, man. Is it, have you had it, Anthony? Is it any good? I haven't really heard anything about it yet. I did get this from Ohio. Only my second Woodford double oaked barrel pick. This is called Buckeye Bonus out of Ohio. So really was looking forward to that one. Jimmy the Kid, any idea how many bottles you have open, Jason? At least 300, I would say, at least. Yeah, at least 300. I have most of my bottles are open. I only have a handful that aren't open. I have a few bottles that I've saved for a special occasion, just a few, but mostly I like to open and share. So that's what I like to do. Most of my backups, I would say, like the bourbons I find that I really like, the backups I keep open. Oh, I'm sorry, I keep closed and I kind of save those. So. Rick Morley says, Booker's 2019-02 I really like. Nice and complex, I'd say, for my first Booker's. So 2019-02 was Shiny Barrel Batch. And that was, I think, better than the first batch that year, which was Teresa's batch. Shiny Barrel got them more on track with like that peanut and berry type flavor profile, like a typical Booker's. So, all right, let's go to the nose here. Let's see what we get. Ooh. Extremely fruity on the nose, like juicy fruit gum. A little bit of like roasted cornbread. Brown butter. Hey, Rarebird 101's in the house. What's up? Definitely getting like a big corn sweetness mixed with fruits coming through. A little bit of oak, a little bit of spice there. This is coming through more a little like on the fruit side. It's a little bit brighter, like peaches, apricots. Definitely some caramel vanillas there, but kind of on the lighter side. It's not like too deep and dark and rich. I wouldn't think this is an extremely old bourbon. I would guess this is around 6 to 7 years old, maybe. Nice balance of flavors. There's definitely a nuttiness there. I would think. Listen, Luxco is known for for sourcing from Heaven Hill, so I think there could be some Heaven Hill profile there. A little bit of nuttiness, definitely some peanut. But yeah, it's like peanut, stone fruits there, a little peach, little definitely some vanilla, some caramel. Has a nice nose. All right, cheers. Let's try the first one, guys. Wow, a lot of peach, honey. Peach, honey, and nuttiness is what I'm getting on the palate. It's very fruity. It's coming across very fruity on the palate. It's got a nice proof point to it. Gives you a nice little Kentucky hug. It's, for lack of a better term, it does drink very smooth. I mean, it kind of goes through the palate, but you get all the sweet up front. You get a lot of the peach, the nectarine. You get some of the vanilla flavors here. As it works its way back, you get the spice kick. Definitely a longer finish than I thought it was. You get some good cinnamon spice on the back end of that. That is a really solid bourbon. It's got a really nice balance of sweet and spice. I think the wheated bourbon, it's blending really well with the rye spice. If John Rempe knows how to do anything, it's blend. I mean, that's what he really does really well at Luxco. He creates all the Blood Oath, the double barrel. He creates some really great blends, and this is no exception. It's a really nice blend. Now this one is $40. 96 proof, $40. Is this one worth $40? I don't know, because I could get rare breed for $40, or I can get I don't know. Well, Old Forester 1920 now is about $60. So I don't know if that's out, but yeah, if you're looking at like Russell's or rare breed, or if you're lucky enough to get a Elijah Craig barrel proof, you get for a little bit, maybe $20 more if you can get it for $20. But the blend of wheat and rye, I think, is something unique. It's nice. I definitely like it. Carry forward. Love the palate and finish on this one. Yeah, I'm a fan of this. I like the sweetness, the mix of sweet and spice. It's really interesting. Lasts a good amount. It's got a really nice Kentucky hug. Let's go one last sip on this one. It's a little nuttiness there. That is just a damn nice sipping bourbon. I don't think it's anything that's going to blow you away. I think the unique part of this bottle is the blend of sweet spice and some fruit characteristics here. I think it's a very solid bourbon. For $40, I think it's probably more complex than some $40 bourbons that you might find. It's a little bit more interesting, but really good. Yeah, I like that one a lot. I like that it's 96 proof. Great proof point. If this was 90 or even 86, definitely might lose a little bit. But I like that 96 proof price point, or proof point, I should say. Trev Wilson, how's it going, man? Good to see you. Scotch Test Dummies. Thank you so much, Tony G. Rare breed is hard to beat. Yeah, it really is. Scotch Test Dummies, actually, I do want to call out. They did an amazing live stream to raise money for a Scotch Trooper who was diagnosed with cancer. If you guys don't know who Scotch Trooper is, he does these great photos of Star Wars figurines with some of his favorite scotches. Posts them on Instagram. Also, just a great guy, great family. Unfortunately, it's come down with cancer. And Scott, remind me how much was raised during that live stream, because it was an incredible, just another example of how amazing the whiskey community is, honestly. Let's see. This is a good point. If they stop filtering rare breed, it'll be impossible to beat for the money. Yeah. I mean, rare breed rye is non-chill filtered, so I'm wondering if they'll ever do it to rare breed. But if they haven't done it yet, you probably won't see it happen. I know I've talked with Rare Bird 101 with David in the chat about this extensively. So a little over $10,000 for him and the family. That's fucking amazing, man. Oh my God. Yeah, if you guys haven't yet, please follow the Scotch Test Dummies. Just probably one of the first channels I ever started watching before I did my own channel. So if you guys aren't watching Scott and Bart just yet, you're missing out on some of the best content on YouTube. Let's see here. Great showing by the whiskey community. Yeah, absolutely, Scott. I mean, that's what it's all about. And it never ceases to amaze me when everyone comes together and does something like that. All right. So far, if I was to give this like an A, B, C, or D rating, I'd give this a solid B. It's a solid B. It's not like in the A range. I don't think it's average. I think it's a little bit above average. Really great blend of sweet and spice. Definitely some fruitiness characteristic there too. Love the finish on this. I think it's a solid bourbon. All right, let's go to the next one, which is the Cabernet Sauvignon, which is the middle one here. So same thing, 96 proof. Remember, this was just finished for about 6 months in Cabernet Sauvignon casks. So let's see what the differences are here. Scott Chess Dummy says, oh, now you're bigger than us, Jason. Take this with you. I'm not that much bigger than you. Come on. Let's see here. Ben Demon Hunter says, Scott Chess Dummies was my second channel to watch last year in June. Oh, nice. Glad you tuned in. Nick Foles, batch 14 review. Okay, so this is Nick Foles' Stag Junior batch 14 review. He says, on the nose, I get the typical Buffalo Trace sweet pecan note. On the palate, has a citrus note to it with oak, but not too heavy on the typical cherry note. Okay. So maybe a little bit more of the rye is coming through than that cherry cola that you get with a Stag. Thanks for that, man. Yeah, Spencer Matt, B for bourbon. Absolutely. I'm going to play you guys another drum clip. Thanks for the super chat one more time. Let's go with this one. Super chat. There you go. Thank you so much for the super chats, guys, and the support. Really appreciate it. Let's see. Ashley Campbell with a $5 super chat. She says, if you had to pick between Joseph Magnus triple casks, that's probably the cigar blend, right, Ashley, or Murray Hill, which one? So the problem with that, Ashley, is that, you know, the batches are all so different. It really depends on which batch you get. I got to say, Murray Hill is one of those I don't have a lot of experience with. But I love the Joseph Magnus cigar blends. Some of those are just insanely good. I can't say enough how much I love them. All of them are very distinctly unique depending on which batch you get. So, I mean, just going blind, I can't really say for sure which one I'd like better. I have to try a Murray Hill to give you a definitive answer. I've only had a few different cigar blends, the triple cast, and I think they're absolutely ridiculously good. Mark Sheffer says, super chat. Cheers, great drumming. Thank you, Richie Z. Appreciate that, man. You guys are awesome. Changing the channel name to Mash and Busted Eardrum. Yes, thank you so much. Nick Foles says, compared to batch 12, it isn't as viscous in the mouthfeel with the batch 14. The finish is long, but it drinks almost like an ECBP 520. Goes down like water at 130.2 proof, B+ for me. Nice. Thank you for that, Nick. Can't wait to try it. All right, let's go to the Cabernet Sauvignon finished Davies County. Let's see what we get on this one. Oh, that is way more cherry on the nose. Cherry and apple. Very nice. Very nice combination. So sometimes with the Cabernet, you get like a grape note to it. If it's a little bit youthful with that wine cask finish, not getting that here. This you're getting a little bit more oak, and you're getting definitely some more cherry, some more apple here. Wildlife and Whiskey says, about to crack open 4 rows of small batch select, and we'll do your blind flight from last week Friday. Cheers, bud. Also love that being a monthly thing. Yeah. So if you guys missed last week for the 2-year anniversary stream, basically we got a bunch of channels. I mean, Scott from Scotch Test Dummies was in there. My Bourbon Journey. We had Chad and Chad from It's Bourbon Night. let's see, the Whiskey Crusaders were here. Just a bunch of channels. Let's see, Perry from This Is My Bourbon podcast. Who else was there? So yeah, Bourbon Bites. We had Cliff was in the house, Clifford. So we just we did a flight of kind of our favorite, basically I picked kind of my favorite go-tos on the shelf. Russell's Reserve Single Barrel, Four Roses Small Batch Select, Old Forester 1920, and Knob Creek Single Barrel, and did all those. So we all kind of went in and saw like what the turnout would be for all the channels. Knob Creek Single Barrel ended up winning, although a couple of the channels had some like 14 and 15-year-old picks. So maybe not the most fair comparison, but Knob Creek ended up taking it for mostly everyone. 1920 came in second. Russell's Reserve was third. Actually, Russell's Reserve Single Barrel was first for me personally. I think I just had a really good single barrel. And Four Roses Small Batch Select actually came in last. But that's not surprising because Four Roses normally doesn't do good in blinds. I was agreeing with Chad in that fact. Anytime I've had it in a blind, it just doesn't really do well. I don't know why. My next door neighbor is 80. The house across the street is empty, and there's a park on the other side. I can crank my guitar amp all day. Nice. There you go, Mike. Mike, you need to like go on the roof and just friggin' blare it. It'd be amazing. Oh yeah, Whiskey Dick was there too. Yeah, we had a bunch. So let's go to the nose here. See what else we get. Yeah, I'm getting cinnamon, cherry, apple, but like a Granny Smith apple, not like a red apple. A little bit tart. It's almost like the peel I'm getting too. It's really nice on the nose. Still get the vanillas, the caramels. You still get that nice mix of sweet and spice. When you compare it to the regular, wow, coming off this one became so much more vanilla and fruity than I remembered the first time. But when you compare them, wow. Wow, so crazy different. Crazy different. All right, let's go for a sip of the Cabernet. Cheers. Oh, yeah. Cherry comes through. Definitely that Granny Smith apple is there. A little bit of that grape note that I was talking about. I wasn't really getting it on the nose. I'm getting it on the palate. A little bit of a grapey note. Definitely some cinnamon. Good amount of oak spice there. Not overly finished. Again, I think John Rempe is really good at not over finishing his bourbons, especially in the Blood Oath series. I think the rum was a little bit slightly overdone. But Edward Fulmer says, send me a 280 BPM blast beat so I can record guitars over it. Oh, I could do that for you, man. So, oh my God. Yeah. So I think I'm getting a little bit more, maybe it's not apple. Maybe it's more like a pear, like a poached pear type flavor I'm getting on it. And I feel like the Cabernet Sauvignon actually mellowed out the finish. I'm not getting the bite on the finish that I was getting on the regular. This one mellowed it out a little bit more and made it even smoother to drink. It's going down real easy, very flavorful. It's really nice on the palate. Let's go for another sip of this one. Tony G says, I'm pretty dope on the tambourine and cowbell. Just saying. Nice. Gotta have more cowbell. So I actually have a cool discussion tonight, guys. When I do the 12-year-old tasting, I want everyone to think. Well, I don't want to mention it now because I don't want people blowing up the chat with their answers just yet. But somebody on Discord had posted a picture of some of their. Well, I'll get to that later. But we'll have a cool discussion later when I'm doing the blind flight. But I do like the Cabernet one. I think I like the regular a little bit better, I gotta say. Yeah, I just like the mix of the sweet, the spice, the punch it has. The Cabernet is good, but I think it just rounded the edges a little bit too much for me. It's really good. It's really smooth. If you like finished bourbon, I think this is great. For 45 though, I'd take this over like Angel's Envy. Angel's Envy is way too cloyingly sweet for me. I would definitely take this over Angel's Envy when it comes to a finished bourbon. Jeffrey Wax says, once you're done, would be interesting to know how this compares to Old Ezra, around the same price, I believe. Yes, it is. I will actually grab that a little bit later, Jeff, and I will let you know. Yeah, so tonight, guys, if you super chat, you get entered into tonight's drawing to win a sample of this, the Evan Williams 23-year-old bourbon. That's right. I told you I was going to be sharing this. I speak the truth. Everyone should be able to try one of these older bourbons, so I'm going to give away 2 samples of that tonight. So the price on the Cabernet and the proof, what's the proof on the Cabernet? These are all 96 proof, guys. All of them are 96 proof. But this one actually drinks a little bit lighter. I would think that's about a 90 proof bourbon. It doesn't drink like a 96. Karen B. Ford, if you're in the chat still, do you agree? I don't know if you have the Cabernet one, but I think this drinks a little bit easier than that one. Zachary Robin says, I'd take Isaac Bowman and Legent over Angel's Envy. Wow. Actually, you're probably right. I don't know about the Legent. I was not a fan of the Legent, but yeah, Isaac Bowman's really good. I did like the Isaac Bowman a lot. Donald Rance, the Mash and Drum. What does the Cab Sauvignon bring to a bourbon versus what would it bring to a Scotch? For me, Cabernet Sauvignon brings just kind of like I described it. There's a little bit more of a rounded flavor profile to it. I think you get the grape note, but I think it enhances any cherry or fruit note that's in it. Whereas with Scotch, I think the Cabernet can, or even Irish whiskey, I think the Cabernet really plays a huge role into the flavor profile of how that tastes. Where I think with the bourbon, again, I think it really depends on how long it's been in that cask. I think if you do it right, it can enhance the flavors of the bourbon and complement it rather than overtake it and become like a huge part of the flavor profile overall. Z-Man with a $10 super chat says, thank you so much. He says, picked up some drumsticks when I was a youngster in a top 40 band. Fell in love with a bunch of times with some followers. Good times. Cheers and enjoy your live streams. Thank you so much, Z-Man. That's awesome. Let's see. I think I missed. Oh, Karen said, I agree it is nice, but I like the first better. Yeah, I would agree. Greer Crabtree says, the most I've ever played for an EW is $19. Is that the bottle and bond, Greer? Richie Z says, sipping along with you on the Davies French Oak. Oh, you have one. Okay. All right, let's get into the French Oak then, man. I'm psyched. All right, here we go. So I'm going to leave these 3 here, but now I'm going to bring in the French Oak. So again, 96 proof, guys. Let's see here. It says sour mash on it. Do the others say sour mash? I think they do. Yeah, they all say sour mash on it. Yeah, 96 proof, 48%. French oak casks. So I cannot wait to try this. French oak, as you guys know, is one of my favorite things to finish bourbons in or age bourbons in. So I could not wait to try this one. Let's see. Terrence Scott says, no whammy. 23, no whammy. Stop. One of my favorite game shows ever. Will Henderson says, cheers. You know what, Will? Because it's your birthday, just email me. I'm going to send you a sample of the Evan Williams 23 regardless, just as a birthday present. So cheers to you, Will. Happy birthday, buddy. That's from me to you. Okay, let's see. Chris Brown with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much, man. Bought and tried my first bottle of EW bottle and bond. Not bad, just as the fabric says. Yeah, I would say it's not bad. I would say, you know, as of last year, I really enjoyed the Evan Williams Bottle and Bond, but I think the more I've tried it next to others, it's kind of been falling off the cliff a little bit for me lately. I don't know if it's the recent batches or what it is, but there's something about it I'm not liking too much anymore. All right. Hey, William Davilar's in the house. What's up, buddy? Thanks for coming in. Trev Wilson says, Will Henderson, happy birthday means your name coming off the list. That's right. Take his name off. He's getting a sample regardless. So, yeah, absolutely. Let me see here. Let me check the chat here, guys. Let's see. Type in that. All right. Okay. All right. So next up, we're going to try the French oak here. Let's see what we get. Oh, that's interesting. Wow. Wow, these three cannot be more different. The French oak has like this musty, oaky type of flavor profile going on, but I kind of like it. I'm digging it. So this one, I'm getting a grape note too, which is interesting. I'm getting that pear note in here too. Yeah, that musty, like, oakiness that I'm getting that's coming through, but it also is sweet. There is a very distinctive grape note I'm getting in the French oak. That spice is also there too when you get with a French oak as well. All right, so I think overall, I think I still like the nose best on the first one. It is just an absolute vanilla bomb right now. Scotch says dummy says enter Richie Z one more time. All right, you heard him. Trev Wilson, Richie Z goes in twice because Scott asked. Mark Sheffer, stand up thing to do. Happy birthday, Will. Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, Will definitely needs to get a sample of that stuff. So, all right, here we go. Let's take a sip of the French oak. See what we get. It's very bright, light flavors. Again, the grape note is coming through. Kind of, I think the pear note that I was getting in A is coming through. No, the pear was in this one, was in B. I'm also getting it in the French oak one as well. Getting like a pear peel to it. The French oak spice is there, a little bit on the back end. Let's go for another sip. Man, it's a lot lighter than I thought it was going to be. I was hoping this was going to be a real punch of flavor, but it's really light. The flavors are coming through almost like a wine. It's coming through like the white grape, the pear. Again, that French oak. I'm waiting for more spice to take over, but again, like the Cabernet, I think it just really rounded the flavors out. Again, it's very smooth. Yeah, I think I actually think I like the Cabernet a little bit better than the French oak. The French oak is good, but I love the nose on it, the musty oak, the musty to it. It's finishing off a little bit drier than the Cabernet as well. Mark JG says, enter Richie Z another time. All right, Richie Z is getting 3 times. I hope Richie Z wins. Missed the stream last week. Congratulations on 2 years. Cheers. Oh, thank you so much, William. Because you missed the stream, I'm going to play you another drum clip. Everybody cover your ears. Here we go. Oh, that was my super solo. That was the fast one. Hope you guys like that one. It was pretty good. Yeah, this is very light. Now Donald Rance, who's in the chat, this almost sips like an Irish whiskey that's been finished. Like if you've ever had one of the yellow spots with a very delicate, wine finishing on it, that's what this one is sipping like. I expected a punch of French oak, a robust flavor. It is not coming through that way. It's drinking very light. It's very unique. I mean, I think both of these could be like a really great intro bourbon for people maybe looking to jump to a higher proof. So if you're like stuck on Angel's Envy and you want to maybe graduate to something a little bit higher proof, these two finished bourbons could, kind of go in that range. I would give these probably a B-. Both of these, the finished ones, they're good. They're just a lot lighter in the flavor that I wanted from the finish. It rounded out the spice and the flavor punch that I was getting in the regular bourbon, the one that's not finished. So I think overall my favorite is the non-finished bourbon, but the other two, they're unique enough to be interesting, but nothing overwhelming. I think they're leaving me wanting more a little bit out of those two. So, but all three are really good. Let's see here. This one is bright, but the spice is so nice. Yeah, it is. It does have a nice spice to it. It reminds me of like a finished Irish whiskey. It really does. It's light, it's bright, it's got that musty oak character to it on the nose, but it does have a nice little spice to it, but it's very bright in flavor too. It's very just light and nuanced, I think. Let's see here. Joseph Brazo says, screw Richie Z. That's awesome, Brazo. Let's see here. Jimmy the Kid. So with Buffalo Trace's high price releases, what out there is as good or better that's available, getting harder and harder each year? Oh, Jimmy the Kid. What a loaded question that is. Listen, I'll take Rare Breed, Russell's Reserve Single Barrel, Elijah Craig Barrel Proof, Old Forester, Bottled and Bond, Old Forester 1920, Belle Meade. I'll take any of the Belle Meades over Buffalo Trace too. Buffalo Trace is great. They make amazing products, very sweet, very easy, but there is plenty of stuff on the shelf that is better. Knob Creek Single Barrel. Even the Knob Creek Small Batch, which is 9 years old, which, is a really great solid bourbon. God, what else, man? There's so much. I'm looking at my collection over there. I mean, Elijah Craig has so many, not Elijah Craig, Heaven Hill has so many good budget options. I mean, Wild Turkey Master's Keep, the new one, the 17-year. I mean, you could get that for, what was it, about $200, with tax and everything. That shit ended up being a steal when you compare it to what Buffalo Trace was charging. So Buffalo Trace was charging $70 was their MSRP for their for the 18-year marriage release from Colonel Taylor, which was also 100 proof, but that thing was being priced at about $2,000, $2,500. Master's Keep 17-year. I got a chance to try the 18-year marriage. I'd much rather have the Wild Turkey 17-year and easily, worth it. So there's a lot of great stuff on the shelf. This is actually getting me hyped because, guys, my next video, you got to keep an eye out for it. It's going to be my top overhyped and overpriced bourbon and whiskeys. So I worked on this list a good amount for a little while here to make like this definitive list. Obviously, there's a lot of Buffalo Trace stuff on there. But keep an eye out for that list too. I get pretty raw in that video. I get kind of like a little bit crazy with, some of the stuff going on. It all sparked because of a bunch of assholes that I saw here in Ohio trying to get their hands on Blanton's. And they were treating some of the guys that I talked to at some of the liquor stores, like shit, because These were like, 50, 60-year-old men that were throwing fucking tantrums because they couldn't get their Blantons and they couldn't get their fucking Horsey. Like, it just really pissed me off. So I made this overhyped, overpriced bourbon video. It's got a rye in there too, but mostly bourbon. So keep an eye out for that video next. So it should be pretty entertaining, guys. Let's see. Let me go here. Oh, I have to turn this one off. Oh, there we go. Okay. Donald Rand said, interesting. Okay, let's see. Going down the list here. I like it. I would consider it a summer sipping bourbon. Yeah, this is totally like a summer sipping bourbon. I'd like to see with some ice on it. See how it goes. Wild Turkey 101. Yeah, early times bottled and bond, if you still can get it, if you could find it anywhere. That's easily just as good, if not better, than a lot of the Buffalo Trace, lower shelf stuff, I would say. I would take that over Weller Special Reserve. I picked it in a blind over Weller Antique. I'll tell you that much. And I also, once I picked it over Eagle Rare as well. Greg Lewis says, always enjoy your show, Jason. Cheers, man. Thanks for coming in. Let's see here. Four Roses Small Batch Select. Yeah, that's another great one. Maker's Mark 46. That's another good weeder. Yeah, the E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof, I will say, if you can get that for retail, that is worth every penny. That's probably the one Buffalo Trace product that I would actually pay a little more than retail for, because every single one I've had of Colonel Taylor Barrel Proof has been phenomenal. It was my whiskey of the year in 2018. It was so freaking good. Jason, what? What, Richie Z? What's the matter? Oh, is it buffering? Did it come back yet? Sorry, guys. YouTube has been having a few buffering issues the past couple weeks. It hasn't been, really great. Am I back on, guys? Let me know. Forget Brazo. Enter Richie again, says Scott Says Dummies. Trev, put him in again. Can't wait for the high price crap rant. Yes, it is kind of a rant. All right, stream is good with me. +1 E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof. It has been fine for me. Okay, so thanks, guys. Good here. ADHD whiskey. Tony G, screw that horse. Watered down. I submit you're talking about Blantons. Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, just like a good French oak, it does have some nice spice, but it's drinking a little bit lighter than I thought it would. Again, pear, a lot of like a nice white grape note. It's very good on the palate. I think I just want more from it. So, all right, guys, let's put these aside. It's time to set up tonight's epic blind tasting. So let's go here. I have it here. So this is what we got, guys, tonight. We have the Evan Williams 12-year, which is 101 proof. This Bellmead single barrel bourbon that I was a part of selecting in New York. 102.9 proof. I was trying to find some 12 years that were kind of close in proof. The Lux Road Distillers Edition, the double barrel. This is the highest at 118.4. And then you have the Old Forester Birthday Bourbon, which is also 12 years old. And this one comes in at 101 proof, just like the Evan Williams. So quick question I wanted to ask you guys, and you could tell me in the chat here. Do you want me to do the Lux Row, or I also had the Smoke Wagon Desert Jewel, but the Desert Jewel, from what I remember, is mostly 10-year. But we could put the Desert Jewel in instead of the Lux Row. Let me know in the chat what you guys think. I was kind of debating between these two. I had thought initially that this was 12 years, but they're actually 10. So let me know what you guys think you want me to put in the blind flight. The Lux Row Double or the Smoke Wagon Desert Jewel. In the meantime, I'm going to pour these three out. Okay, Luxco is amazing. Do them both, you baby. Do them both. I don't think Luxco, Desert Jewel, Luxco. All right, rule. Okay. Rule state you can only get one super chat entry, meaning you can donate your super chat to someone else, but I don't think the rules allow for the same person to donate to the same person. Stay with the 12-year. Okay, I'm gonna stay with the 12-year. I would do both, guys, but I don't have another one of these glasses, so I have to keep it to 4. Because if I use the Glencairn, then I'm gonna know what's in that glass, so I have to keep it to 4. Unfortunately. Wow, you guys got a black screen. Refresh the screen. It's okay for me. I'm watching it right now. So if you have a black screen, then definitely refresh, guys. I'm seeing it fine here on my end. Oh my God, it's all the buffering. Oh, this sucks, man. I'm losing viewers. What the hell? Come on, guys, come back. Had to go to my phone. No buffering here. Stream is in and out here. What the hell? This was happening with what's his name today? Holy shit, I'm forgetting his name. With Fred Minnick. This was happening on his stream today, too. I don't know if this is a YouTube thing. What the hell is going on? YouTube app is going black over and over. Safari has no trouble. What the hell is going on here? Sorry, guys. I don't know what's happening, but all right, let's go with the Old Forester. I don't know which glass it is here. I had marked these. I'm just going to power through. Just going to power through. Wait, what the hell? Which one did I? That's the Belmead. Oh, where's the okay, that's what I did. I had changed it, so. All right, so let's pour some 12-year-old birthday bourbon here. Okay, good to go. All right, laptop works. Black screen, refresh good for 2 seconds. Black screen. Damn it. What the hell's going on, man? Freaking YouTube. I mean, I'm using... Everything's good on my end, guys. Yeah, if it buffers, just keep refreshing your browser, guys. That's all I could tell you. I've never had issues like this. You know, I have really fast internet. And if it's happening on the YouTube side, there's nothing I could do about it. All I could do is kind of power through. America. But sorry, guys, if that's happening. All right, here's Belmead. All right, this was the... We got to pour the Evan Williams. Nick Foles, what was the highest proof on the samples when you did that Belmead pick? The highest proof, I think, was I want to say 108, I think. Oh my God, this is a screw top? Holy shit, did not know that. This thing is a screw top. All right, Evan Williams. So I've never had the Evan Williams 12-year. Actually, did I have a pour of it at your house, Karen? I think I might have, but I don't remember. We tried a lot of good stuff that night. So then last but not least, the Luxco. So we're going to go 12-year with the Luxco here. All right. All right, we are set to go, guys. We have our pretty kick-ass 12-year matchup here. Let's mix them up. Now, the Luxco I've had is pretty freaking amazing. So we'll have to see how that one is. All right, let's mix them around a little bit. All right. So before we do it, I do want to give you guys a reminder about Blendageddon 3. I've already received about 12 or 13 blends already. So the blends are coming in fast and furious. Well, we have a good mix of world whiskey blends, American blends, If you guys don't know about blended getting yet, it's basically a chance for you to create a home blend, send them my way to enter the tournament. It's going to be a new head-to-head format. If you guys haven't seen the trailer for it yet, I will play it now before we start the blind tasting. So here it is. I got 16 total blends for blended getting. 16. The more I get down in the nose on that, it gets really sweet, very oaky. So number one here, or letter A, whatever you want to call it, that one is really good. You to look at tonight's contenders, and here they are. Oh, this one's completely different. Completely different. All right, guys, so here are the 4 setups for the final. Let me show you the names one more time for the championship before we call out our champion. Here are the finals, guys. ADHD Fishing, Richie Z, Rebecca Page, and James Sanderson, all in the chat tonight. I'm excited. It's all come down to this. Here we go. Congrats, everybody. Rebecca Page comes in first place. And there it is, guys. Blend to get in 3 coming at you. If you guys need a little more time to send your blends in, you could definitely have them before I start the first round on August 30th. So definitely get them in. There could be only one. That's right. Always enjoy your shows. I love my Bellmead cast rank. Cheers. Thank you, Mr. Boyd. Oh my god. YouTube is trash. Yeah. YouTube is broken. I don't know what the hell is going on with YouTube lately, but yeah, it's just been like shit the last week or two. So hopefully you guys are making it work and try different devices if you can to hang out and watch the blind tasting. So here I have all 4. Let's start with letter A here, and let's see what we get. Oh my god. I don't know, whatever the friggin' A is incredible on the nose. This is oak, cherry, and chocolate. One of like the best combinations ever. Oh, so much cherry. Luxardo cherry. Almost like rich, like a cherry liqueur. Music for that trailer was fire. Oh yeah, thanks, man. I wanted to make it like a movie trailer. Man, this is very, very rich vanilla. This almost smells like it's finished. I mean, none of these bourbons are finished, but it has like that deep of a rich of like a rich like cherry flavor going on. All right, let's go for a sip of this one, guys. Holy crap. That is creme brulee topped with cherry, more cherry. It's like the best burnt cherry pie you ever had. Holy crap. A is already insanely good. Ooh. It's just an absolute cherry chocolate bomb for A. It makes me think it could be, I do remember that harsh cherry note in the Luxco. We'll see if that's what it is. Andrew Buchanan says, I can't even report the issue to YouTube. Yeah. Yeah, it seems like it was running good for a while, then all of a sudden it just went to shit. I don't know. Now it's just working on the phone. There was an issue like 6 months ago where none of the notifications were working. Edward Fulmer says, here's my magic blend. It's really not good. ECBP C919 Old Bardstown Estate bottled. Redwood Empire Lost Monarch. Four Roses single barrel. E.H. Taylor single barrel. And High West America. Wow. That sounds like a very intense blend. But he said it's really not good. All right, well. Yeah, A is setting the bar pretty high. Definitely, Charles. Okay. Let's go here. Ooh, that is like, this also has a cherry, but getting a lot more peanut on here. This is a ton of vanilla extract coming off this glass. Slightest hint of milk chocolate. Oh, man. This is like apple cinnamon, peanut, honey. That's nice. Let's go for a sip of this one. Ooh. Kind of a funky aftertaste compared to A. This one is honey roasted peanut. A little bit of dark fruits there too. Cinnamon. B is not as rich in flavor as A, but it's still very good, very solid. I love the honey roasted peanut aspect to it. I love the cherry. One last sip on B. There's like this combination of like a maple syrup peanut combination I'm getting on B, which is really interesting. I like that one. I don't think it's as full flavored as A though. It's water time. Everybody drink water. Man, I'm sorry guys. For those of you that aren't able to watch right now, that sucks. That really sucks actually. Man, I'm losing, I had like over 200 viewers down to 111. Oh, this blows, guys. Shit. Fucking YouTube, man. I'm sorry, guys, about that. That really sucks. Quaz1 Curry says, I'm getting the live chat, but black screen and no audio. That fucking sucks, man. What the hell is going on? All right, let's go to number 3 here. Wow, number 3 has almost like a nail polish remover type nose to it. Compared to the other two. Yeah, it smells like nail polish remover. That's really weird. I don't remember getting that on any of these that I've tried before. Well, I've never tried the Evan Williams, or if I have, I don't remember it smelling like this. Jason, I can watch on the non-app YouTube, but no chat, and I'm watching. Okay, Richie, I see you, man. Mark Sheffer says, oh, for the lost viewers, I appreciate that, man. Thank you. All right, so this one has a little bit of a nail polish remover type note. There's a bunch of oak, a lot of cinnamon, a lot of spice on C. There's a little bit of banana note, so that might clue you into what this one might be, but we'll see. Man, this one also has a very rich cherry note as well. Let's go for a sip. Cheers. Oh, yeah. That's awesome on the palate. That is cherry, banana, oak, cinnamon. There's some nuttiness there too that I'm picking up. Maybe like a roasted almond. Ooh. D-Brad says my Google phone is working. It's a conspiracy. There you go. Tony G is back. Okay. Quaz seems to be working on my Android phone just fine. What the hell is going on, man? Wow, that's good too. That one, I'm thinking, yeah, if you guys have different browsers, try trying different browsers maybe. Maybe that'll help. All right. So B, wow, yeah, B is like the honey roasted peanut. C is, what I say, nail polish remover. Thrasher came in and says, maybe I'll have a chance now. People are dropping off. Missed it, but how do we get you your blends? Just email me at themashanddrum@gmail.com. It's themashanddrum@gmail.com. No spaces in there. And email me and I'll tell you exactly where to send the blend and how to send it, and should be pretty cool. Nick AG says back again. Okay, some people are coming back now. All right. Tony G, Bellmead cast for my next pour. Anyone want to help me with what my next pour will be? Don't have BTEC. Andrew Buchanan, I went from the Apple YouTube app to Safari and seems to be better. Okay. Maybe YouTube, I don't know. Maybe there is a conspiracy tonight. Oh, shit. D. The D. Oh, wow. D is chocolate-covered orange. Wow. Spice. Man. Definitely like a candy apple type of note going on. Ton of cinnamon. That nose is incredible. That's up there with A. Wow. Let's go for a sip of D. Cannot wait. Oh. So D, well, I just had some water here. So I got to go back to D a little bit. Always love the D. That's right. The Mash Drum. Now my grinder app isn't working. Oh, sorry, Eric. Why is the D always good? I don't know, Greer. It's like a thing. I don't know what it is. Really enjoyed your interview with Aaron Chepanik. Just picked up Smoke Wagon Uncut. Really amazing nose. Yeah, that's a huge. Smoke Wagon Uncut is just an amazing blended bourbon. Love it. Tony G says for the Google conspiracy and lost viewers. Thank you, man. Mike M, been missing the Mash and Drum this past week, having withdrawals while traveling. Oh, man. Well, thanks for coming in, Mike, for a little bit. Charles Ashworth might have the comment of the night. Just out of curiosity, can you put the D in the A? We'll try a blend a little bit later, man. We'll go. Oh, D. D is a hitter. Getting a little bit of a milk chocolate in D. Definitely a ton of citrus coming through. A ton of citrus coming through on that one. That's ridiculous. It's like, yeah, that chocolate-covered orange rind, cinnamon spice, a lot of baking spices. Man, the nose is just so good on this one. A ton of vanilla extract here. This is like creme brulee. It smells like creme brulee, right? You toast the top. Get that nice caramelized brown sugar. I'm about to make you all hungry right now. Nice toasted brown sugar. Take some orange zest. You throw it right on there with some chocolate shavings. That's what's here. Telling you. No joke. Is where's ADHD Fishing? Is he gonna enter a blend this year? ADHD, Matt, where's your blend from Old Charter? You better enter a blend for Blendageddon, buddy. All right. All right, it's time to order these up here. We go for one quick sip through here. Then stick around. I'm going to give away our samples. We already got one going out to the birthday boy, Will Henderson. We're going to send away 2 more for the Evan Williams 23. So a lot of people ask me, like, why does Evan Williams, or why do I give away like really, high aged bourbons and stuff like that? Because I think giving them like samples away actually helps open it up. And I can't drink all this shit by myself, so it's fun to give them away. Jeffrey Mill says, Matt is joining. Oh, ADHD Whiskey says, Old Charter Deathbed Bourbon. It's being buttoned up just for you. Oh, shit. I cannot wait. Oh, so real quick, guys. So I said I had a topic for while I was tasting it. I completely forgot. So somebody in my Discord channel had posted some really fun pictures of some of like their favorite toys they had growing up. So it got me all nostalgic, and I was thinking, and he actually posted probably my favorite toy and my favorite thing that I grew up with. Because it had me thinking, like, we were talking about Davies County and how this was an old prohibition and they were bringing it back, and I don't know, the nostalgia I got kind of caught up in the nostalgia. So my favorite toy growing up ever, this isn't the actual one, but it's a version of the one that I had. And here he is. It's Voltron. So this is actually the Lego Voltron that I put together in like 3 or 4 days, and I love it. So it got me thinking, like, how much I love Voltron growing up, and Transformers and G.I. Joes. And I wanted to know from you guys, like, growing up, like, what were kind of your go-to, like, toy? Was it like Thundercats, G.I. Joe? I was into this thing called StarCraft for a while. Anybody remember StarCraft at all? What else, man? He-Man. Just the Star Wars action figures. But Voltron was my shit. I loved Voltron. This was when he turned into the big mega robot. But I love the lines too. I love this growing up. So I wanted to actually talk to you guys about, like, what your favorite, nostalgic toys were growing up. You know what? I'm going to leave Voltron here because I think I'm done with my notes. Here we go. Voltron's going to watch over the stream with me. Stay, Voltron. Okay, there we go. Let me go up here. I think I missed a super chat or two. Let's see here. We have Ledoux said, just received my package. Couldn't find E.H. Taylor Bottle and Bond out in California. Big thank you to the online liquor stores. Oh, nice, man. Very cool. The Master Drum, my favorite was Major Matt Mason. I don't know who that was. That's right, Charles. I broke out Voltron. Voltron, nice, yes. Is there a toy better than Legos? I don't think so, JS. I think Legos is the way to go, man. I love it. So you were a nerd. Basically, Greer, I own up to it. I was kind of a nerd. I was a cool nerd, though. I was half nerd, half jock, because I was into, building Legos, and I was into Voltron and Transformers, but I played a ton of sports growing up. So I was like, I had kind of like two sides, like where I was half nerd and half jock. Charles Arthur said, I preferred Robotech. Really? Robotech? Really? Halden, G.I. Joe all the way. Hell yeah. Come on. There was no better villain than Cobra Commander. Right? Ron's, my old toys consisted of a stick, cup, inner tube, and some china berries to make a slingshot. Well, that makes sense. Ron's wood-turning shop and stuff. Definitely. Ninja Turtles and Ghostbusters. Okay, that was a good one. ADHD, G.I. Joe's an easy bake oven. Hell yes. That's amazing. Okay, Roku app is working now. Okay, so I guess whatever issue fucking YouTube was going through, maybe they fixed it. Brad Butchin says Star Wars and G.I. Joe. Okay. Andrew Kelly, all of the above. Thrasher's just going right to video games. Got G.I. Joe fighter jet for Christmas. Nice. David Sprick erector set. That was let's see, the StarCraft game was legit. Oh yeah. Yep. The age is showing. Yes, Christopher David. That's right. That's right. You might not know it, but I am 43, and I played with a lot of these toys growing up. I loved it. I had to, man. My grandparents and growing up were very Italian. You know, I had to keep myself entertained, so I had to play with action figures and build stuff. I was very into Lego growing up, too. Hot Wheels. Yeah, Lego was big. We were so poor growing up. If I didn't wake up with a stiffy on Xmas, you had nothing to play with. Oh my God, Steam Face. That might be the comment of the night. Holy shit, that's amazing. Eric McFarland says Destro over Cobra Commander. There you go. He liked the silver dome, the chrome dome of Destro. All right, let me taste these again real quick, guys. This is amazing. All right, here we go. All right, A is ridiculous. I think A is easily my favorite in there. Let's go to B. Well, B is getting sweeter as it's opening up. Way more caramel, way more vanilla. Dude, Light Bright. I had a Light Bright. That shit was legit. Love Light Bright. Yeah, comment of the night. Easily. Easily. I actually had the individual cats, and you put them together and form like a 2-foot Voltron. It was awesome. Wish I still had it. So my grandmother, who used to have garage sales a lot, she fucking took my Voltron. I had the metal Voltron, the original metal one that was a little bit smaller than this one, I think. Came up to about here. But it was a die-cast metal. All the lions you put together, connected really well, die-cast metal. You press the button and the heads of the lions kind of shot off. She fucking sold that shit. She fucking sold it at a garage sale. I was so upset. I love my grandmother to death, but I will never forgive her for that. She sold my freaking Voltron. Dude, B is good. B's getting better with more air. Not as flavorful as A, though. Let's go to C. C is good, but it's got this really like sharp. I think I know what C is. It's got a very sharp banana flavor as it's opened up. I'm calling that's the Old Forester because it's delicious and really good and flavorful. So the last one here. That thing's amazing. All right. So tonight should be pretty interesting. I'm going number one. I'm just going to slide D into number 2 and then keep these 3 and 4 respectively. All right. Let's find out what they are here. This Smoke Wagon Uncut has the best finish I think I've ever experienced. I might cry, says Edward Fulmer. Yeah, it's good stuff, man. He said I had a plastic bazooka. How does that work? My mom threw away my Mickey Mantle baseball cards when we moved. Sold my albums when I was away at school. My ex threw away my concert stub collection. Gotta love women. Jeffrey Mill, dude. Mickey Mantle. I would have disowned my mother. Actually, my mother would have never done that because my mother is a crazed Yankee fan. Klein said Desert Jewel tasted like Canadian whiskey. I think Klein had an off night there. So, all right. So I'm gonna guess these, guys. I'm gonna try to guess these to see if I nail this, if I get this right. Tonight, I think this last one is the Old Forester birthday bourbon, that 12-year. I absolutely love that batch, but tonight it's coming off very artificial banana and like nail polish remover. It's getting very funky. This one, I think because of the nuttiness, I think that could be the honey roasted peanut. More and more honey is coming out of it. I'm calling that as the Evan Williams. Now, these two is the tough one. I don't know which one the Luxco or the Belle Meade could be because they're both got cherry. They both got spice. This one I have in second place is a little bit more citrus, so I would guess that's the Belle Meade, and the cherry bomb, I think, is a Luxco. So let's see what we got here. So last place. I'm on tonight. I'm telling you, the palate is sharp. Old Forester birthday bourbon comes in fourth in this tasting. 3 was the honey roasted peanut, which I would assume could be Heaven Hill, which I could assume would be Evan Williams. But this seems to be getting a little bit better and better. Let's see how we do here. Yes. All right. 2 for 2. This is the Evan Williams 12-year. I think this is just going to keep getting better as it opens up. The more it sits in the glass, the better it's getting. This is a ton of honey roasted peanut. I think it's leaning more towards honey than peanut. It's really rich, very flavorful. Not as it's not sipping. It's not as viscous as I would hope, like the birthday bourbon is. Let's go to number 2 here. Holy shit, number 2. This is the Belle Meade, New York, which means number 1. Where is it? The Luxco. The Luxco double cask. First, second, third, and fourth. Nailed it. Holy shit. All 4 are decent in their own right. The Belle Meade and Luxco were really down to the wire at the end. Both of these came off really, really well. The Evan Williams, I think, is just going to get better as it opens up. But the Belle Meade and the Luxco are going to be hard to beat regardless because they are so rich in flavor. Guys, any of you ever come across a Belle Meade 12-year-old pick? Automatic buy. $90, $100, just get it. You'll thank me later. I'm telling you. Man, nailed it. ADHD Whiskey says Old Charter Deathbed Bourbon destroys. Wait, hold on. Where is it? Destroys Old Forester birthday bourbon 36.5 days out of the year. Dude, I cannot wait for your blend, dude. And ADHD Whiskey, is your wife, is she going to do a blend too like last year? I hope so. Your wife has to submit a blend too, man. All right, nailed it. EW12 available at cheaper than Old Forester birthday bourbon. Luckily, I find that 12-year Luxco all over Kentucky. Really? Dude, Austin, if you find another one, let me know because I want another bottle of that. That shit is ridiculous. It's so good. Easily one of the most least talked about bourbons, I think, but just an absolute killer of a bourbon. So, all right, what do you think, Voltron? Think it's time to give away some Evan Williams 23-year-old? I think it is. I'm actually feeling kind of good tonight, guys. I don't know why, but I'm feeling a little tipsy. Just hanging out with you guys. I normally don't get tipsy doing live shows, but I'm feeling good tonight. Probably because I didn't eat a lot today. Never seen the Luxco in the wild. Yeah, I think it's a Kentucky only thing, Tony, unfortunately. Austin, let me know too. Yeah, you got to get ADHD one of those babies because it's fucking awesome. Sure, I saw one day and I can get them at the distillery. Okay, good to know. Yeah, the Luxco is a distillery release only, but I mean, Austin is saying that maybe it's showing up in stores in Kentucky too in some places. Not sure. Jason is falling on camera tonight. I don't know, but if I don't fall, you can just watch it here. Here it comes. I fell. And I kind of did fall. Not too bad, though. All right, Trev Wilson says 1 to 38. Okay. We will never see the good stuff in North Carolina. I fell. Yeah, it's also in stores. Everyone has to have a limited distribution, even if it's distillery only. Jason sent me a sample last year, and it was in my top 5 whiskeys of 2019. Yeah, dude. I told you. It's amazing. Austin, help Matt get himself a bottle of that. All right. So 2 samples of Evan Williams 23 going out tonight. Let's go to the Google machine. Hopefully it's not fucking up like YouTube. Here we go. Now do a backflip. What? Oh shit. Where is what did you say, Trev? 1 to 38? I already forgot. Oh no, 1 to 38. Okay, got it. Pick a number between 1 and 38. Here we go. We got...
Here's a random number, 17.
17 is the winner. Let me get my piece of paper. Trev Wilson. Who is 17? Please tell me it's Richie Z. I'll friggin' die laughing. What is it? $17 is the one coming up. Who do we got? It is John Gresham. Boom. John Gresham. John Gresham is an official contender in Blend Again in 3. So congrats to John Gresham. John, you got to email me anyway when it comes to the what is exactly in your blend. And also, guys, if you're going to submit blends, please name them. The way I'm gonna do the graphics for it, I want to have a names going against, for each blend. Jeffrey Wack had a really great blend name too. I don't remember what it is offhand, but definitely give me a name of your blend. And this way, when we do the brackets, it'll be fun to see like which blend goes against each other. All right, let's do one more. Here we go. Pick a number between 1 and 38. Here we go. Number 2, guys.
15.
15. Man, 15 and 17. Who is 15? Who do we got? Oh, no. Now I see it buffering. Now I saw the stream buffering on my end, guys, too. Damn it. Number 15 goes to Ryan Blackwell. Ryan Blackwell, congratulations. And John Gresham, both of you twos are going to get samples of Evan Williams 23-year-old bourbon. Yes. Cheers, guys. That's awesome. Congratulations to the winners. Thanks for everyone who super chatted tonight. I'm really sorry about the bullshit that happened with YouTube tonight and the buffering. That really sucks. The viewership kind of really went down tonight, unfortunately, but hopefully it's a little bit better on the replay. again, happy birthday to Will Henderson. Thanks for everyone for tuning in tonight. Again, sorry for the technical difficulties with YouTube. Hopefully they get that shit straightened out in time for next week. And of course, in time for Blendageddon in a few weeks. So Ryan Blackwell said, I'm shocked I never win anything. Thank you so much. Well, you guys, Ryan Blackwell, please be sure to email me at themashanddrum@gmail.com. And I will connect with you and get your sample of Elijah Craig. Evan Williams 23 out to you as soon as I can. So with that, guys, that is a show. Thank you so much for tuning in. Always a good time. Keep on the lookout for my my ranting video for overrated and overpriced bourbons. Hope you guys enjoy that video. And as I always say, it's not about the whiskey, it's the people you share it with. So cheers. Where's my Luxco here? Oh, actually, wait, before I sign off, I forgot who's, I think Charles Ashworth said he wanted to put the D in the A, right? So let's do that. The Bell Mead was the D, and the A was the Luxco. Let's put it together. Let's swirl it around. And I'm going to say cheers to you guys. Let's see how the quick blend worked out. Oh, D in the A. Hell yeah. What do you think, Voltron? Good shit? It's good shit. All right, guys. Cheers. I will see you next week on the Mash and Drum. Take care, guys. Cheers.